Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even stand you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PCT Podcast, episode 16. 16 straight weeks in a row. This is an accomplishment.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, that's
Sweet
crazy.
16.
This is our quinceañera,
That
bro.
was 15.
Oh, which one's the 16 one, bro?
Sweet
Oh,
16.
Sweet 16.
Miguel's ahead of the game, man. Where have you been?
Bro, we should have a quinceañera.
We're past it. I'm 18. Miguel's 18. You're 18.
I'm 30.
Plus 15. Yeah. Welcome, guys. I don't like it. Today I'm joined by Miguel. We're going to do Jake last. And I guess I'm joined by Jake as well.
Hey, it's your main man, J double Z to the HO dog. Welcome back again to the podcast. Casting pods since 2007.
Tide Pod.
Tide Pod.
Tide. Don't inject them. It won't kill off Corona.
Please don't.
Yeah, what have you guys been up to this past week?
Concert.
Oh my
What?
god, Miguel.
Wait, what?
You want to well, what did you think about it?
Oh, I get it.
To be
Oscar
honest,
Mhm.
like just to have like a free concert that you can attend. It's pretty cool.
Mhm. Did you hear how many oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, and for like, it gives them a whole new fan base. Like my brothers, they really haven't heard of Travis Scott since they listened to it yesterday. So I'm like, okay, it kind of gives them a bit of a bigger fan base with the 9 to 12-year-olds that play the game.
Mhm.
So that's what I gotta say about it.
Yeah, I watched the video and I thought it looked really cool. And as much as I don't like the game, Fortnite is very innovative, and I really do have to give it to it. I cannot take that away from Epic Games. But did you guys hear how many people attended it?
Like
Yeah.
3.
12 million people.
That's like more than how many people are a lot.
It was like the biggest online like gathering ever, and obviously bigger than. It was like the biggest concert ever, and up until that point, I think the Marshmallow concert was the biggest concert ever. So
Yeah, which they still have like showings and stuff going on like for the rest of this week till Saturday.
yeah, that was it was awesome. But yeah, what about you, Jake? What have you been up to, man?
I don't want to brag or nothing, but I've been playing some more Assassin's Creed.
You finished Odyssey, right?
Finished. I didn't finish the DLCs because that game sucks. But I started playing Assassin's Creed 3 again. Finished that game. Realized that we actually do have to do our grades and stuff, our assignments to pass. So I'm a little behind, not gonna lie. Only a month, but we here.
That's only what, like 4 assignments though. If they start doing the 1 assignment per week. So,
Yeah, but that's like all your classes.
Yeah, I know.
So you have 1 assignment per week, and it's been a month. I don't even know the math because I ain't been doing my assignments, bro.
Well, that would be like.
The English over here is like, well, you got an essay to write. I'm like, nah, fam.
Ooh, but nothing's a major grade. So
Yeah,
pick and choose.
I don't want to
Choose what you want to do. Just make sure you don't like be dumb and fail.
Yeah.
Jalen, however, is gonna fail because he doesn't know what computers are. So,
Bro, I don't even know how I'm streaming right now. It's crazy.
bro.
But yeah, I'm glad we got all the housekeeping out the way.
Not yet. How are you?
Aw. Thanks, man. Well,
Yeah,
I've.
no one cares. Move on.
Oh my.
No, man, I want to know. Miguel hates you, but I want to know.
Well, I just been chilling, man. I am a little bit behind as well, but we're gonna get there. I've been grinding. I've been on that Star Wars: The Clone Wars grind, watching all of
Heck,
that.
yes.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3, and I re-downloaded Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I played Warzone for the first
Yes.
time with a friend of mine, so that was pretty fun. Um, but video games has been kind of scarce for me. I mainly been just watching Star Wars and Rick and Morty and Dave. I've been watching a whole lot of indie films, like weird stuff, dude. Um, so I told you, Jake, but I watched this movie called Under the Skin about aliens coming to Earth and
Yeah.
feeding on humans. And last night, I watched a movie called Swallow, and once again, another
Oh, I heard about that.
really good movie. Another smaller film. A lot of people supposedly got like sick watching it. I every time she like put something in her mouth that I'm like, no, you cannot eat that. I just turned down the volume because I did not want to hear it go down. But yeah, very good movie. I really loved it. Just everything about it. It's like the female version of Joker in a way, except she's eating stuff instead of killing people. Um,
That's her version of killing people.
yeah, but solid movie, 100%. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to.
Interesting.
But
So, but you've been liking Clone Wars?
oh yeah, Clone Wars is really okay. So the thing is, I've tried watching the series from the beginning, from season one all the way to whatever the latest season was at the time. This is back when it was on Netflix, especially, and I just could not get into it. Everything was just all over the place, and it was very annoying to watch. And Jake sent me a link to watch it in a chronological order, and it's been so much easier to follow. I'm way more invested. I know the characters a bit better. Um, right now, I'm on episode season one, episode 18. So I'm after the episode wherever they did the bomb, like they chased down that one doctor dude. Um, so I'm almost done with season one. My goal is to be done with the entire series up until the last episode by the time the last episode comes out, so I can be caught up.
Interesting.
But yeah, so super solid so far. With that being said, this is our last podcast of April, and April, as many of you guys know, is Sexual Assault Awareness. What's up, Frozen Toxic? Welcome to the stream, buddy. April is sorry, April.
Great time to cut away there.
Listen, man. He commented. I couldn't just leave him in the shadow. April, as many of us know, is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and I thought, with us always talking about movies and video games and mass media consumption and whatnot, I thought this would be a very good episode to talk about Hollywood in general and talk about not only sexual assault, because I know that's what the title says, but just how Hollywood. Yes.
I just saw the thumbnail for this. That is some creepy stuff, man.
Not only Frozen Toxic says he hates you, Jake, and loves the rest of us. Not only
that makes sense.
Okay, not only sexual assault, but how Hollywood and how the higher ups in the industry treat not only women but children as well. Children really do get a short end of the stick. So today, no centralized topic. I just wanted to really have a conversation with you guys about this because I feel like, sexual assault in itself is something that isn't it. It's not like super. It's not like something people talk about a whole lot, and I feel like, something like this, a topic like this, should be a lot more relevant, especially in today's times where you have the internet. You have so many easy ways to get a hold of somebody and manipulate them and mistreat them, and just there's a lot of variables that play into this, and it's sad. So with that being said, a poll was taken a few years back it was 800 and some odd women, and 94 of them said that they have been sexually assaulted in the Hollywood industry. And I love movies, I love film, and this is an industry where I wouldn't mind working in. But when I see a statistic like this, it makes me kind of shift my mind, because I want to write and maybe even direct movies. That's just a passion of mine. That's just something I really love. um but whenever you see a statistic like that, it's kind of sad to know that a medium where you find enjoyment and happiness and purpose in is also a medium where people are mistreated constantly. And it's just kind of mind opening. What do you guys think?
I mean, I never really saw myself getting into that kind of industry, but I mean, yeah, no, it's a. I don't know if it's more like I feel like it's not easier to do now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be easier to do back then, when, especially like, women didn't have enough, like they didn't have the same kind of, not rights, but like
Privilege.
similarly of, yeah, privileges where women usually in movies, back then were usually as just the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
That was like mainly all women, like women roles were love interest.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and if that was like the only role for a woman, then you had to and you wanted a job to get into that industry. Of course, there would always be that shady, scummy director that'd be like, "Well, I know how you get into the industry," and then you have situations like that. I feel like now, even though it still does happen, and maybe not just with women, but I feel like it is harder to do now, mainly because everyone shifted their focus towards it.
Yeah, I feel like the act itself is way easier to do now, but getting caught is also easier.
Yeah.
I feel like if we're comparing this to the 50s all the way to the 90s, I feel like it was harder to take advantage of someone. But you're seeing all these people get caught for it today. Although these acts and atrocities were committed decades ago, you're seeing these people get caught for it today. And
because the women are speaking out against it. With the same thing with the Bill Cosby case. The woman came out and spoke out about him mistreating them, and which most of them were probably afraid to say that until one person spoke out about it. And I think with them kind of just at least one person coming out and speaking about it helps everyone else speak about it, and it brings more focus towards the issue in hand.
100%. The only flaw I find in that is, and I'm 100% an advocate of people, serving justice for the wrong things they do, and I'm 100% an advocate for, people that, have been mistreated in some way, shape, or form to speak up. However, you see, once something starts getting the traction like that, the Me Too movement, I support the Me Too movement. I just don't want people to take advantage of it because it is in the system. I feel like, once people start seeing, oh, well, this person I'm not very fond of, he's getting a lot of heat right now, or she's getting a lot of heat right now, let me kind of jump on the bandwagon. And I don't want to say that's for the majority of people, but there are people out there that 100% do that. And that's the only issue I have with, institutions like that, in the sense that people will start hopping on bandwagons. That's with anything. I like I said, I 100% people need to face their crimes if they have committed them, But there's also no reason to falsely accuse someone just because everyone else is either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if that's happening, then and you falsely accuse them, then I believe that you deserve kind of like a harsh punishment for lying. Either that is jail time or what other necessary punishment they get.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there definitely should be a punishment for a false accusation, because you're now hurting that very thing as well. Where if you falsely, call out someone like on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
like if you falsely accuse someone, and now you're basically like boy who cried wolf,
Mm-hmm.
and you're making it harder to believe people who actually were assaulted later on.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but you're also hurting the reputation of the person you're assaulting.
Yeah.
It is one thing to accuse someone of doing something to you that never did it, but did it to other women. It's another thing to accuse someone of doing something to you that never did anything to you. And regardless, you're still hurting that image of that person. Fact of the matter being, I feel like this whole Me Too movement, 100% a great thing, right? Of course, with any movement, no matter what it is, any institution that's made, anything in this world, dude, no matter what you're part of, there's always gonna be flaws in there. There's always gonna be people in there that could potentially jeopardize it. So
everyone's gonna have.
yeah, I can't even hold that against the Me Too movement itself. The thing is, I feel like this agenda that Hollywood has instilled in itself, that it still goes by today, it's ruining film as a whole. We're not seeing, and I'm all for creativeness. I'm all for creative freedom. I love seeing new things on the big screen. And I look at indie films like Booksmart. Olivia Wilde, she directed Booksmart last year, and it was an amazing film. Very just heartwarming, an amazing story of two girls. I loved it. It was amazing. However, no one's really heard anything about that movie. Granted, it won a whole bunch of small film festival awards and stuff like that. But Hollywood itself is on such a, if it's not masculine, it's not right kind of hype right now. Or if it's not, if it's not for everybody, it's not, it's not going to get the recognition they want it to get. So, Booksmart, a movie that is really well deserving of just great awards and stuff like that, did not get any recognition at this year's Oscars, and many people were mad about that, and many people blamed the fact that it was directed by a woman. It was like, oh, it was directed by a woman, have female stars, therefore you just didn't want to show it. What do you guys think about that? That thought process.
I feel like that's a big cop out if you think like that. Which, if it is, then that's a problem. Like, if that reason why they didn't get nominated, that's a problem. But if it isn't, then you shouldn't be copping stuff out like that. Just say, oh yeah, because the woman directed it. That's why I did. Like, that doesn't seem right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, I got it. Like, yeah.
This is coming from like personal experience, though. I gotta say, after watching, I've seen that movie like 3 times now, and I 100%
More than 2.
It is more than 2.
Nailed it.
I 100% fully agree that this movie should have been up for even just something on the Academy Award.
Nominee.
It's just something, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted Best Picture. I can see it, but even then, even against this lineup of Best Picture nominations from last year, I knew it wouldn't win. But it could. If there's one category I would have loved to see it up for, it was Best Director or Best Directing. It was just like Olivia Wilde killed it, and I honestly like I really do feel for some of these female filmmakers who are trying to get a footing in Hollywood who can't because it is 100% over. It's just stampeded by men. And I'm not saying there's anything particularly wrong with that, but it is kind of making a barrier and limiting creativeness in the industry. That's just me. I don't know if you guys, what are your guys' opinions on something like that?
I feel, if it's oversaturated with men, then we need some space to let the nuts breathe and let
Hmm.
some other film have the shine.
Yeah, I don't
But
know, man. I'm
speaking about films and being nominated, what do you think it's going to be like with what do you think nominated films are going to be like this year if this pandemic still keeps like the Oscars and stuff?
I wouldn't be surprised if they
What do you think
canceled
it
it.
would be like?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
there
because
won't
It'll most likely be an
there
online
won't
event.
be any.
well, not even that, but the reason why I say I don't even think like I wouldn't be surprised if they cancel is because a majority of the movies, are
Didn't
not
come out.
they're not even coming out. So I mean,
Yeah,
Well, it makes
like
it easier to choose.
I guess so, but I really don't think you can have an Academy Award with only
2 movies or ever many movies have been out this year.
or or this would because indie films really don't care about box office. A lot of indie films are either straight to VOD or whatever the case may be.
Mm.
If anything, something about you know we might be able to see more indie films on the Academy Award, ballot this year because all the bigger films that want to make all the money, they were like, nope, we're not even going to associate ourselves with this, so they got pushed back. And there's still
Mm.
a slew of indie films coming out, like even as of right now. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, that kind of just crossed my mind just now. It's just like, well, what about all these movies that you know haven't come out yet? We just don't know anything. Well, just about the awards and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
was like,
New
how's that gonna work?
category. Best trailers.
Best trailers, most hype.
Most hype.
Most hype trailers,
Most excited for when we get out of quarantine.
Exactly.
Presented by Neil
most
deGrasse
overhyped
Tyson.
trailers.
Um. So yeah, I guess that kind of brings me to another like topic of this whole entire thing. As far as like sexual assault goes with women in Hollywood, I also believe that there is an agenda, like I said earlier, for masculinity in these films. So I feel like, women can only really land huge roles in big movies if they're, I don't want to say if they're masculine, but if they're like, if fact of the matter being, you really don't see a whole lot of princesses anymore. You know, if you're going to see a woman in a film, you're going to see a woman that's super strong. And it's these
Mhm.
movies like Quentin Tarantino movies, dude. He has been accused of like being absolutely vile towards Uma Thurman during Kill Bill. Um,
Mm.
I think there was a rumor that he threw her out of a car or something like that, and she was pregnant. Don't quote me on that, but it
Quoted.
just something crazy that like he's done, and we see more people playing like more women playing like these hard roles instead of playing characters like they do in Booksmart, for example, or even some of the films I've been watching lately. Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. Most people either know her from the MCU,
Avengers.
yeah, and if you were to watch this movie where a woman, and I guess for me at least, it's easier for me to watch a woman be comfortable in her own skin on screen than watch her be told, listen, you have to be more masculine,
Yeah,
and
I get you.
I guess that's
I,
one reason why I respect Brie Larson in a way because she doesn't take like a lot of crap. Granted, she's not like, I mean, she deals a lot of crap too. Um,
mhm.
but I would really enjoy it if I guess these women weren't so I guess pressed to play these strong roles, I guess, like Wonder Woman or, who played Furiosa? Charlize Theron. She was also in Atomic Blonde. I love seeing these coming of age stories with these women, like in Little Women. Great movie. Um, but Hollywood's just on this agenda where if it's not masculine, it's not right.
Mm. I yeah, I guess. I mean, in that
I get
way,
what you're
but like,
trying to
what
say. There's
what
like,
kind of
oh, okay.
roles would you like want women to be in then for like not like want, but I mean like what roles would they then take? Just damsel in distress again?
Yeah, well, that's
Because
the
I
thing.
feel like
I
that's
don't.
not an interesting story
That's the
anymore.
thing. Yeah, and I feel like if you were to say something like that, you just be like, "Oh, you just want women like in their place." Um, and that's not what I want at all. The thing is, I guess the reason why I prefer to watch a female led movie that's also female directed is because it feels more natural. In the sense
I get
that
Mm-hmm.
in the sense that if a woman is directed by a man, you can tell the distinctions there. Even if it's an action movie. So let's look at Wonder Woman and let's look at something like Atomic Blonde. Female led, however, one's female directed, the other's male directed. I love both those movies; they're both amazing. However, you can really tell. Just it felt like Wonder Woman was a bit more free than Atomic Blonde. It felt like they weren't like I don't know how to say it, dude. Um, I urge you guys though. But you guys right here in the chat, and then also you guys watching, just to like really watch an action movie with a female director. Um, who directed the Hurt Locker?
Will Smith.
That was not Will Smith, dude. The person that
I'll
directed
look
the
it up.
Hurt Locker is a woman, and she has only
Okay,
directed
calm down.
war films. And I gotta say, dude, just amazing war films. But they come off like super naturally. They don't come off as like forced or anything.
Catherine Bigelow
Dude, look at her
or Catherine.
look at her portfolio. War film after war
Okie
film after
doke.
war film.
Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, Near Dark, Strange Days. And then this is for her being an actress, though. Here we go. Director. I'm Not a Weapon, Detroit, The Protectors, Last Days, Zero Dark 30, The Miraculous Year, Hurt Locker, Mission Zero. Yeah, a lot of
So if
K-19 with Harrison Ford
if you're into war films and like you've seen like 9 times out of
and
10,
Liam Neeson.
a lot of people have seen like majority male directed war films. The thing is, I feel like even if like women want to go for like a more masculine taste, they I don't know. It feels like
Point Break.
Point which one?
The first one, the 1991.
Yes. Wait, she directed that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that movie. Um but yeah, I don't like the agenda Hollywood's on. I feel like they need to allow way more creative freedom. And I hate the fact that all of these movies that are very creative and very free, they go under the radar. We only hear about the big movies. We only hear about the blockbusters. We only hear about the superhero movies and the Pixar movies and the movies that are we've already seen on the screen, but we're seeing it again for some odd reason because we're willing to put our money into it for another experience. However, there's so many movies under the radar, and not even just women, but even like children actors, dude. Mid '90s with Sonny Soljic and that whole entire
Bad
cast.
Boys.
Bad Boys is not a film about. Oh, Good Boys.
Good Boys.
Yeah, Good Boys. I was like, Bad Boys is not a film about kids.
I forgot. I get those switched up.
Um,
Yeah, no, Good Boys.
Good Boys. Just so many great
I like that
films
movie.
that go under the radar, dude. And it's all because of this agenda Hollywood's just pushing. And I feel like, you know, as used to it we are, it's something that we really don't question because in our eyes it's just another movie that's coming out. We're just like, oh, awesome, want to see this movie. But
When?
go ahead.
What's the last movie you saw that had like a damsel in distress role? So I'm trying to think of a recent one.
Well, a lot of people want to compare the sequel trilogy to Damsel in Distress.
Is it?
People want to say that Ray relied on Kylo Ren. That was a whole like controversy though. People were pissed off about all that.
I don't see that because they're trying to kill each other.
Like that was a whole thing.
And then they kiss.
After Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker came out, people were like,
Spoilers.
after Rise of Skywalker came out, people were like, of course, like she couldn't, do anything without Kylo Ren and stuff like that.
I beg to differ. I mean, she got a lightsaber and shit. Shiz, bruh. Saved it.
But to answer your question, are you talking about like
Yeah, no,
are you talking like a new movie or are you talking
A
about
recent movie that like there's a damsel in distress character that like a hero has to save.
I don't really think that's a thing in the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we're done with that kind of story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not to go back to Star Wars, but like,
Yeah, because that's really the only thing that's popping in my head right now. A New Hope.
but like even then with A New Hope, I mean, they kind of, they kind of twisted it on its head where they were going to save the princess, but like she kind of saved herself,
Mm-hmm.
So like even that.
It's not like she was useless. Whenever I think of damsel,
Spider-Man.
Whenever I think of like damsel in distress, I think of like use like
Spider-Man?
like they cannot defend themselves. What are you talking about?
Spider-Man?
Like Far From Home?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I mean, it's a little bit, I guess.
Wasn't she kind of protecting herself though?
Yeah, like she had that axe, but like she was gonna die. She was definitely gonna get shot like 36 times if.
Oh my god.
Exactly 36. Definitely the Raimi ones.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Andrew Garfield ones definitely. I guess superhero movies. Let's see. Iron Man. He doesn't really.
Iron Man to the extent. Iron Man 3 switched the roles.
Yeah. Thor. Yeah, a lot of superhero movies still kind of do that.
Mm-hmm.
But they get away with it.
And then I think with this
Disney.
new like wave of superhero movies, we're not going to see that as much anymore. With like these female leads and
not even Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
Bro, Blade isn't a woman.
Did you say Blade isn't a woman?
Blade is not a woman.
That's crazy.
Isn't Scarlet Witch supposed to be in that?
Dude, I want those Marvel Disney shows to come out, bro. I'm waiting now. I kind of, I honestly, I kind of want to watch WandaVision now. I made fun of it. I'm intrigued now because I want to see if I'm right.
Oh, about your theory?
Yeah, I want to see if I'm right. I think I am.
Care to explain?
Pretty smart. Care to explain about the theory?
Mm-hmm.
So to distract for a little bit, my theory for the WandaVision TV show that's supposed to be like a sitcom that they're doing on Disney Plus, and I kind of had this thought before they showed the trailer, but the trailer kind of like confirmed it for me, is that there was a comic a long time ago where Scarlet Witch and Vision were married, but Vision got and died, and she like used her powers without knowing it, and like kind of put herself into a altered reality where where he survived and they had these kids.
Talk about House of M.
Maybe I don't remember the comic. I just remember the storyline.
Yeah, I think it's House of M where pretty much they alter the whole Marvel universe and put in a whole new
Yeah,
reality. And so like Spider
yeah,
Man's kind of as a mutant and stuff. He's married to Gwen. I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So like, but in that, they have the two kids, and they have to like, and if I remember, like the thing is like they're trying to wake her up and get her out of it
Mm-hmm.
because it's messing. It's like breaking reality or whatever because she's using her powers all like to alter reality. So they're trying to wake her up, and I think because you see Wanda like in the television, like banging on the television when Scarlet Witch and Vision are dancing, and I'm thinking like she's basically altered reality now. She's just trying to get herself to stop breaking it,
Mm.
which I think could actually be pretty interesting. And I made fun of it. The name is still dumb.
All of those names are stupid, bro. I'm sorry. There's it's like
What is it?
Venom.
There's WandaVision,
Falcon and the Winter
Captain
Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki is just called Loki.
Loki and Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
They didn't really put a lot of thought into those names, huh?
No.
We were making fun of them. They really did not put any thought. They could have been like Avengers Next Generation.
All they did was kind of just said the name and it got people hyped. They're like,
I mean, I guess that is kind of like the
is-
Disney way. That is kind of like the Disney way, like Toy Story. It's just a story about some toys. I mean, Mandalorian. It's about a Mandalorian. Star Wars.
It really is
War of
like
the Stars.
That. It really is. Well,
Mickey Mouse. He's a mouse named Mickey.
Special Agent Oso.
Some,
Why isn't that on Disney Plus? That kind of makes me mad.
isn't it?
No, it's not.
what?
Special Agent
I don't
Oso.
believe you. Let me type it
Special
out.
Agent Oso is not on Disney Plus.
Special Agent.
Is that your show?
3 special steps. That's all you
Bro, I
need.
learned how to tie my shoes from that show.
You're an idiot.
That
That show came out 3 years ago, Jalen.
A little late.
I forgot my the login stuff. I'll just go on my phone.
But I do not know how we got from sexual assault to Special Agent Oso. I'm just gonna let that be known.
Well, things happen in the Special Agent Oso universe.
Things do happen. We need a live action Special Agent Oso.
America's Home Funniest Videos is on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, I said that yesterday.
Ted.
But yeah, in all seriousness though, I really do believe that this, sexual assault in Hollywood, and even not like I said, not just that. And before I go on about this, if anyone's watching this and you've been sexually assaulted in any way or assaulted in any way, we have a link in the description below. Refer to that link, please. But just like even how children are treated, there's a lot of sick stuff that goes on in Hollywood, and these people that are committing these atrocities 100% need to pay for it. And
Look at most of the Disney stars. Like you see them go crazy afterwards.
No Special Agent Oso.
And not even just that, but like domestic abuse issues. Like the one thing that's coming to mind right now is Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and how she is practically abusing him in that relationship. There's rumors that
she is about to reap what she sowed, bro. Have you seen all the stuff with, like, she's not gonna be in Aquaman 2, she's gonna be like arrested or something like that?
Yeah.
Good.
It's crazy. That is good, and we need to bring that to everybody. Harvey Weinstein was just a start. Bill Cosby was just a start. Amber Heard is going to set a new precedent. Who was the one other? There was another guy.
Kevin Spacey.
No, another guy actor that was like sexually assaulted. Wasn't he in? The black guy. He's like really big. I cannot remember his name.
Shaq.
No, I keep thinking Shaq, but it's not it. Is it? Is it Shaq? No, it's not.
Could you imagine, like, trying to sexually assault Shaq? He would throw you across the world.
Oh my god, dude! Shaq is it's not Shaq though.
Michael Jordan.
No, not Space
Michael
Jam.
B. Jordan.
Stop it.
No, I can't remember, but it was some black dude who recently came out and he was like, I was sexually assaulted, and a whole bunch of stuff went down. No one believed him because of his physique, you know. But you can't assume anymore. You gotta, if someone says this, you gotta take it seriously. And I could swear his name started with a T.
Even though this is kind of straight off the topic, it's kind of like, same thing with suicide. If when someone says, they're feeling suicidal, you got to take it serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and you can't really joke about that.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty good when it comes to. I think I can tell pretty well whenever people are joking, whenever they're being serious. But even then, like sometimes I do like check up on someone, even if I do think they're joking. I check up on them a little bit more if they say something like that, just because better be safe than sorry. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really does suck. It really does. Light does need to be shed upon it, and no one deserves to, have to go through that. It's not right. I'm 100% glad that it is coming to light now. It's better late than never, I guess. But it shouldn't be late. This should have been something that was something that broke years ago, and I understand that this is a perfect time because media is at its highest. People are not scared anymore. People, all these women that are coming out and all these men that are coming out about these stories, they've lived with these stories for years now. They've dealt with the pain for years now, and one day comes when you're like, dude, screw this. I'm gonna expose this person for the crap they did.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very and I guess this touches me personally because, like I said, this is an industry that I do want to work in eventually. This is, I'm very passionate about films and Hollywood and creativity. I love directors. I don't care what your sex is, what your sexual orientation is, what color your skin is. If you know how to tell a good story, you know how to tell a good story, and I applaud you for that. And if you're a guy saying that you were sexually assaulted, okay, we're gonna figure it out. If you're a female saying you were sexually assaulted, we're gonna figure it out. If you're a child saying you were sexually assaulted or abused in any way, shape, or form, we're gonna figure it out. And I think Hollywood really needs to put the safety of its workers before profit. I think that's what it really boils down to at the end of the day.
Definitely.
So yeah. I like I said earlier, I just thought that we should at least, even if we're not gonna talk about it, 24/7, because this isn't what the channel's about, but this is some type of stuff we cover, and I thought that this would be the perfect time, considering this is the last full week of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it's okay to kind of take a break and reflect. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for sticking around.
You're welcome.
But yeah, we're pushing 50 minutes here. Anything else you guys want to say?
I want to say something.
Go for it.
So, I tried recording Battlefront 2 because I wanted to continue doing Battlefront 2 videos, and I done messed up. So like, I have my Elgato and stuff, and I record on my laptop now. So I set everything up, headphones, everything's good. I'm ready, and instead of hitting record on my laptop, I hit record on my controller, and just play. I'd play for probably a little bit over 40 minutes. I'm like done, nailed it. And then I looked and I'm like, man, I have so much space so much space being taken up by all these videos that I don't need anymore. So I deleted all the videos, my Battlefront 2 videos off my PlayStation. And then I was like, time to edit this this video. I'm like, where's that video at? Because it ain't on my computer. And I'm like, huh. So that's crazy. So I'll be hopefully we can get a video of me and Jalen doing some BF2, but I'm pretty sure you deleted the game again, so
I did. I'll re-download it.
yikes.
I'll re-download
Really?
it.
We want to go through all that again? Took Jalen 5 days to download Battlefront 2.
Man, I don't even know what happened, dude. It was so stupid. I don't want to talk about it. A stupid game.
I do. It took Jalen 5 days to
Yeah, that took me no 5 days.
It took him like 5 hours. Download Battlefront 2, and we're like, nailed it, let's play. And he's like, I got an update.
46 gig update.
I got an update.
Who's ever had a 46 gig update?
Me.
Call
Every,
of Duty
every time I play Battlefront.
Dude,
Yeah, Jalen.
I actually re-downloaded Call of Duty Modern Warfare in that game without the single player.
Same.
Without the single player in Spec Ops, it's 126 gigs, so I can only imagine.
Yeah, no. So, I'll try to record another one.
We'll get something up for you guys. Hopefully, next.
Or we won't.
Or we won't. But yeah.
Channel's canceled.
Corona.
Crayola. No, Jalen!
What? Oh.
It's code red.
Rip.
You just got our entire video demonetized.
Dude,
taken
we've
down,
been talking
and YouTube
about
has a sniper on your head.
We've been talking about sexual assault for the past 40
Yeah,
minutes.
YouTube doesn't care about sexual assault.
We're talking about
Quote me on that.
That's the issue.
that's the issue.
That's the issue.
That's what we're trying. That's what we're talking about, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Jalen.
What's up? Yeah, and then I will hopefully have some other videos out this week as well. No promises. But we'll
This week it's Thursday.
or yeah, next week. Dude, I feel like every single Friday is like a new PCT week. Like it's the start of a new PCT week.
Are you lame? How's your coin going?
My coin?
Your coins, PCT bucks.
Oh my god. I don't want to talk
How's that
about
working
it.
out for you?
Where
are you gonna auction off?
You?
Your socks?
I'm auctioning you off.
What does that mean?
You guess you'll find out when you're in a box. It's gonna be like Madagascar. Next week we'll be talking about sex trafficking.
It's not called sex trafficking. It's human trafficking. You don't traffic sex.
Yes, you can. What do you think
No,
they
you
do?
can't.
What do you think they do in Guam?
Cocaine?
Alright, I think that's it.
Yeah, Miguel.
No, it's 8:49. We still got precious minutes. No, so you've been watching Clone Wars.
Mhm.
You've been taking a lot of your time away from watching Clone Wars to watch Rick and Morty,
No.
which we've all discovered is a dumb show.
Yes.
Miguel, you agree?
Yes.
I still haven't watched it.
You.
Yep. So you agree? And you're on what episode? How many more episodes you got? Like 300?
On Clone Wars,
Yeah, bro.
I currently have 100 more episodes.
Okay, see, you're making progress. I want you to know there are 7 seasons.
100 episodes in 10 days.
Sounds like a challenge. It's like watch 100 episodes in 10 days, or your house explodes. You can do it.
Oh no, it's more than 100 episodes because the 100 episodes is just before the new season.
Yikes!
Man, that's I got what, like 112 episodes, something like that.
So what's the math on that?
What?
What's the math on that? You have 100 more episodes?
No, I got. How many episodes have there been so far in the new season?
You know, tons, 10.
Like 10. So I got 110 more episodes.
So 100 and
Realistically,
10.
112 more episodes though.
Okay, 112 times each episode's around 20 minutes. Just gonna do it at a flat 20. That's 2,240 minutes.
What does that equate to
So
days?
let's do the math.
Was it like 4 days?
So that's 56 years.
That's not.
Let's see here.
Might as well give up
Do the
now.
math here. Do the math here. 1 sec.
You know how to do math?
I know math, bro. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. So 2,240 minutes
Oh my god.
into
So Miguel, how's your life been?
days.
That's
That's
going
1
pretty good.
That's 1.556 days.
You tell me I can binge the whole entire series in 1 day?
Yeah, without rest, pausing.
That doesn't sound right. There's no way I can.
That's
There's no way.
Well, that's to be fair. The episodes fluctuate. I did it at a base 20 minutes. Some of them go over 20 minutes.
There's still. I don't think. There's no way. Just 1 day.
There's no way. There's no way.
Huh. Well
Here,
then.
let me look up how many Star Wars the Clone Wars
Dude,
episode.
Even our podcast that has nothing to do with Star Wars always finds a way in here.
Yeah, it does. So there's 133. So
Star Wars
133
today.
times, and that's not including the movie. I don't think
Well, I'm already done with that.
that's not including the movie. So 133 times, we're just gonna do a base 20 is 2,660. So 2,660
Ooh, that was
minutes
close.
Dude, we are actually doing math on the podcast right now.
in today's is 1.847 days.
So it's almost 2 days.
It's basically 2 days if you
Okay.
if you factor in that movie time.
He already watched it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's all the episodes. I'm saying all the episodes plus the movie. You got a little bit of 2 days, bro.
So what do I do? Do I keep playing Assassin's Creed or do I grind?
You watch Clone Wars, bro.
Oh, don't yell at me.
Watch
do
Clone
both.
Wars while you play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, don't be dumb.
But then I'm not invested in one or the other.
It's all multitasking, bro.
Well,
Either you're smart or you're not.
oh my god. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? But yeah,
Nah, watch Clone Wars.
I will.
I'll watch Clone Wars with you once you get past like season 2.
Bombad Jedi.
Yeah.
All right.
I love Clone Wars, but man, those first 2 episodes are hard to get past sometimes. Especially if you're like me and you've watched them like 8 times already.
Loser.
Poozer.
But yeah,
And
that is pretty much gonna conclude today's episode of the PCT podcast, episode 16. Sexual assault.
Quinceañera.
It is bad. That's 15, Jake. Sexual assault is bad. Call it out. Don't be
Bad.
Don't be bad. Yeah, don't be bad. Don't do it. What were you gonna say, Miguel?
I said don't be scared.
Don't be scared. If something happens to you, we got your back. PCT is here supporting you. We'll be your lawyers, dude.
No, we won't.
We will not
I
be
would
your
suggest
lawyers.
I would suggest a public attorney. If you do not have an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
By the court of law.
By a court of law.
No, but in all seriousness, yeah, this
Night.
good night. In all seriousness, we appreciate you guys for coming out, talking with us. And we will be back next week with more videos, another podcast. Stay safe, keep washing your hands, keep social distancing for the time being. Everything will be back to
Don't
normal.
cough on your dog.
Do not cough on your dog. Your dog does not deserve
Cough on
that.
your dog.
No, do not cough on your dog.
No.
I'm watching you try to get on these boats, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, dude.
You suck, bro.
With that being said, this has been Jalen.
This has been Jake.
There we go.
The Pop Culture Today squad.
And we'll see you on the battlefront.
Goodbye there.